but through whom only can David's throne exist forever. Well, friends, listen, to answer that question, let's go to Revelation chapter 22. As you're going there, let me say that again. Friends, there's a promise here that David's throne would exist forever. But here the question is, but through whom only can David's throne exist forever? We will find our answer in Revelation 22. Now, friends, right here in Revelation 22, we have what I call a very unusual sounding verse. Notice Revelation 22 and verse 16. Notice what it says now. I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. Now think about that, friends. How can a person be the root and the offspring at the same time? In other words, Jesus is the root and the fruit. Is Jesus the root of David? Yes, because before David, Abraham, and everybody else, he existed. But at the same time, he comes from the lineage of David. So that makes him the root and the offspring at the same time. So through who are all of these promises of the land, the promises dealing with the blessings, the dominion, the multitude of redeemed people that no man can number, of having the throne, through whom are all of these promises going to be fulfilled? Friends, it is only through Jesus. So does Genesis 3:15, which was, our opening text, so does Genesis 3:15 from the beginning point to Christ? There's no doubt about it. See, friends, now listen to what I'm going to say here. The big problem, with the Christian world especially, is that people start interpreting prophecy with Abraham, which is a big mistake. See, they start with Abraham and say through him comes the Jewish nation, which is God's special people. But when you begin at Genesis 3:15, you find that this promise of the seed goes beyond Israel. It goes beyond David. It goes beyond the Jewish nation. This seed is before any literal Jew existed. It was given in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were not Jews. It is a promise given to the whole human race. So Genesis 3:15 has two seeds. The one seed accepts the Messiah because he sacrifices an animal, a lamb. And then you have the other seed who rejects the Messiah because he refuses to offer a blood sacrifice. And we're talking about Cain and Abel there. In other words, friends, from the beginning, Genesis 3:15, it tells us the seed you belong to is determined by your attitude towards Jesus Christ. And the question is, did the nation of Israel fulfill the mission that God called her for? And friends, we can say a big no to that as the answer. Now, tomorrow, listen, friends, make sure you tune in tomorrow because we will continue in this study on Israel and how it is important to understand completely this subject in order to correctly interpret Bible prophecy. What we're going to look at tomorrow is that we are going to look at the fig tree passages that are found in the New Testament. There are three. There's three fig tree passages that deal with the nation of Israel. So friends, make sure you are able to listen to this study.